In today's video, I will be showing you how to get your driver's license. This is specifically aimed towards new teen drivers living in the U.S. The first thing you want to do is search up DMV in your state's abbreviation. I'm from Connecticut, so I'll be searching DMV-CT. Then find the .gov site. All the information you need to get your driver's license can be found on your state's .gov site. Even if you don't live in Connecticut, you may still find this useful. Please notice that I'm using a computer. If you are using a mobile device, the site might be structured a bit differently. Now hover over License Permits and IDs and click on Teen Driver's License Information. If you are on a different state website or mobile site, get to the part that says Learner's Permit. Here is a little bit about the Connecticut Learner's Permit. The Learner's Permit is the first step to get your license. All teens must pass an eye exam and knowledge test. This exam will test your knowledge of the CT driver's manual. There are 25 questions. You need 20 correct answers to pass. Once you get your permit, you can practice driving with a parent or guardian. Setting up an appointment. In Connecticut, you have to be 16 years old to test for your permit. I would recommend booking an appointment 6 months before your 16th birthday. If you would like to get your permit as soon as possible, book your appointment on or shortly after your 16th birthday. If you are currently 15, this is a great time to set up an appointment with your parent or guardian. So to do that, click on Schedule a Test Appointment. Scroll down and select your appointment type to Learner's Permit Knowledge Test. Then get started. Then click on Non-CDL Learner's Permit Test. This is a screen you should see. I'm not going to go through it all, but this is how you would schedule your learner's permit test at your local DMV. At this time, the cost for a permit test is $40, and if you pass, the physical permit itself costs $19. However, you should always check your state's DMV site for the most up-to-date information regarding costs. Now that you know how to schedule your test, here is how to prepare for it. Find your state's manual on the .gov site. I strongly suggest you read the manual and take a few notes. It is very long, so don't wait until the last minute. Then you want to download the CT-DMV mobile app. I recommend using this app to take multiple practice tests. You want to be familiar with the question wording and the contents of the manual. If you do all these things, you have a much better chance of passing the first time. If you fail, it is not a big deal, but you will have to pay to retest, and you will have to wait a week to retest. Now, for what you should bring to your permit test. For U.S. citizens, you must complete Parts A, B, and C. For Part A, you need to bring 2 forms of ID with you to your permit test. One of these 2 identification forms must be from the primary list. The second form can be from either list. These must be originals and not copies. I will repeat, these must be original documents and not copies. For Part B, you must provide your Social Security number, and for Part C, you must prove that you live in Connecticut by providing 2 forms of proof. If your parent or guardian is not at the DMV with you, you must also bring a signed 2D form. As a new teen driver, the easiest combination to bring would be your passport, Social Security card, and 2 pieces of mail addressed to your parent or guardian. After you get your permit, you can work towards your license. There are 2 ways to go about this. The first way is to go to a local driving school. I highly recommend and push for this option. All requirements needed to get your license are included in driving school except for the 40 hours of driving practice with a qualified trainer. A qualified trainer is anyone 20 years or older and has held a driver's license for at least 4 years with no suspensions in those 4 years. This will most likely be your parent or guardian. With the completion of driving school, you can test for your license 120 days after you have held your learner's permit. However, driving school can get expensive. The other option is to home train. If you decide on this option, you will have to wait 180 days to test for your license after you have held your permit. The requirements for home training include 22 hours of classroom-type training, an 8-hour safe driving practice course at driving school, which includes 2-hour parent-guardian training. You must also have 40 hours of practice behind the wheel with a qualified trainer. Moving on to the road test. If you went through a driving school, they will take care of these requirements for you as your test day gets closer. They will tell you what to do, what to bring, and everything in between. Depending on your driving school, you may test at their facility and not the DMV. If you are home trained, you will take your road test at the DMV. To book an appointment, you should go to Licenses, Permits, and IDs and take the road test. You should scroll down and click on Make an Appointment Now. Scroll down and select Appointment Type, Road Test for non-commercial drivers, and get started. Then press Schedule New Appointment. Again, I won't go through this, but you should be at this screen when you make the appointment. The cost of the road test is currently $40, and if you pass, the physical license itself is $84. Always check your DMV site for the most up-to-date costs. You want to bring your road test appointment confirmation page, printed out, R229 form, learner's permit, properly registered and insured vehicle, along with the vehicle registration and insurance. Proof of the 8-hour safe driving practice course with the 2-hour parent training should have already been sent electronically to the DMV. Since you are a teen, your parent or guardian must be present with you to sign and attest for completion of home training. Now you are ready to get your license as a new teen driver.